Hi Aries, here's a general look at your solar chart for April 2013, and may I wish you a happy birthday. Now this is a powerful time for you because you've got a lot of planetary activity and the sun in your sign, and things that maybe haven't been clear or maybe been up in the air will start to come into sharper focus, and you'll start to get more sort of reality really coming in, particularly after the 14th when Mercury moves out of the sign before yours. So until the 20th is a time when you could be taking stock, just kind of looking back over the past year, reviewing things, and definitely you have permission to be more self-indulgent. There is no question about that, and you can, you know, be going for things that are personally of interest to you, but also professional type goals and ambitions, all more vigorously. That's up until the 20th really, but even beyond the 20th when Mars moves. But still looking at the sun, well then the sun moves on the 20th, highlighting the area to do with finances, resources, basic stuff, property matters, possessions, material objects, and also possibly physical well-being, your own or somebody else's. So you've got to give those sorts of things a little bit more of your attention, in whatever way, you know, moving things, maintaining things, repairing things, ditching things, or getting your hands on more. Now, before the 14th, Mercury, it continues to work from deeper levels, almost like connecting you with your higher self in some way, or your guidance, or your angels, or just with the powers behind the scenes, as it were. So you can come across sometimes as a little bit dreamy or preoccupied for others, but that's the way it should be with Mercury here. It's great for the artists among you, and it's great for those, any of you working in spirituality or healing or anything sort of related to that. It's a very good time to get on with things behind the scenes, or I see this as kind of an incubation area, so really almost like forming a plan, incubating an idea or a series of ideas. And really you don't have to be completely alone, although it is kind of easier to be alone in this little bubble. You can actually be in the bubble with a few select others, and maybe you are working towards some sort of improvement for others, you know, from behind the scenes in this little bubble with others, and working for the common good in some way. It's a good time though for you to do whatever's nurturing for yourself, to be connecting more with yourself and listening to your inner guidance, and move beyond, maybe because you have got habits or just patterns from the past that you trip over, which get in the way of your progress and you know, are now counterproductive. So it's a good time for doing healing, nurturing activities, but also getting out of your own way in a way. And then after the 14th, Mercury comes into the same place as the sun, into your sign, making, you know, really amping up the activity around you. And there's probably going to be more socializing going on for whatever the reason. Just try not to get scattered in amongst all of the, because everything will be accelerating then. So just take time to chill out and perhaps do a bit of meditation every day. Communications equipment also could be on your mind, or could be related to more paperwork or discussions. Also vehicles, travel, transport could also be the subject of paperwork or correspondence or discussions as well. But definitely a time for sharing ideas, information, bouncing ideas off each other, and brushing up those people skills and communication skills. Now, until the 15th, the planet of love, material success and physical balance. Balance in lots of ways, not just physical. Venus is in your sign, and there could be treats in the pipeline. Well, this is exactly appropriate, isn't it, for the time of the year. So Venus should put you in a good mood, help you meet the world with a smile, boost confidence, just give that a Venusian allure which makes you more attractive in some way to others. You know, they're just pulled more towards you. And good news therefore for your personal life, but also for anything you know, to do with business or negotiations or buying, selling and the like. You could be feeling self-indulgent, and why not? Definitely the time for some retail therapy, absolutely. And also you could be teaming up with someone as well, to enjoy, you know, the fruits of life, you know, the good things in life, but also there could be there could be activity related to property, and yeah, possessions as well, and you feeling more in the mood to put your hand in your pocket, because that's the Venus energy working on you or through you, you see. So just make sure that the flow of abundance that Venus can open up is coming, you know, there's a balanced flow to and from. And then from the 15th, Venus moves into an area which is about money, property, and other types of resources and possessions. So, and that's good news to have her there. So overall it means that if you play your cards right and also set your intention to manifest what you want, and also Aries, make the most of your own assets, whether those are assets around you or in a community or a locality, or whether those are, you know, your own gifts and talents within you. So this is a time for you to be making the most of those. And it's also a time for you to be maintaining or acquiring or preserving basic stuff, and really appreciating what you can have, either through, you know, money or through other resources or through just where you are, you know, really appreciating that. And overall, you may get the chance to use material resources to just make you feel more, just to make you feel more, just to make you feel more satisfied, although that isn't quite the right word. Venus is a great balancer, to sort of make you feel more balanced, maybe I should put it like that. And others are more likely to appreciate your contribution as well during the time that Venus is in there. So don't miss that, because this is more like vibrational weather, and it's up to you, you know, to respond to that and actually be open to what this vibrational weather can do for you. Now, until the 20th, Mars is in your sign, which is great, because it can mean that you know, you get more active, you get more decisive, you're just getting on with it. It does tend to bring more hustle and bustle around you and more activity around you. So I mean, you are a very speedy sign anyway, but it might mean that even sometimes when you are in the mood, you Arians have got a lot coming at you at the moment with Uranus and Pluto, but so sometimes vitality can take a dip. But with Mars in your sign, even when you don't feel like it, you've got to keep up. You know, you've got to go out and do this thing, or you've got to decide about that thing, or you've got to initiate another thing, you see. Because Mars is about taking the lead and initiating, and you should know, because it's your ruling planet. Some of you will get with some sort of health or exercise program, or just get plunged into a situation which but demand leadership from you, demand physical effort from you, and just get you working harder, you know. So get out there in the garden, or put the plant pots up on the windowsill, or whatever it is, and definitely be careful that Mars energy channeling through you almost doesn't run you ragged. Also, you know, on the other hand, it might mean that Mars energy is coming at you, expressing itself as it comes at you from the outside world. So again, you know, Venus is going to be an ally for you to balance things, so you can't go, you shouldn't go too far wrong there. And then from the 20th, Mars is demanding you put more effort and decisiveness into getting organized on basic levels, fiscal matters, material security, basic stuff. It might be somebody else's basic stuff as well, but the piggy bank, possessions, what you're responsible for, what you want to maintain, what you want to clean up, change. Conversations may be, or rather action may be around, you know, making the most of what you have and how you can, you know, improve on and make the most of yourself, really, which I've already said, you know. So any bit of territory any bit of territory that you can improve on or make more of, you should feel more motive and decisive about that territory. You know, even about, you know, sharing in some way, although you might feel very much as though you are in the driving seat here. But just don't overreach yourself, don't make snap decisions related to money, property, possessions, the piggy bank, you know, and the incomings and outgoings every month or whatever it is, because Mars can just be too impulsive. Now, Jupiter expansiveness influences you into a more outgoing positive frame of mind. This has been going on for several months, and this 12 months transit will last until June. It just means that you're learning a lot every day through people that you're rubbing shoulders with in a certain sort of neighborhood or locality. And a certain community in your life could become a busy hub of activity and a learning resource, but also a teaching resource as well. So getting out and about so that you can learn more, or so you can teach yourself in a formal or informal sense, is really a keynote here. And you Arians born the 31st of March or to the 8th of April, or with around 10 to 19 degrees rising, going to feel this energy the most this month. I should just make you aware that on the 1st or 2nd something underlying could come to light. That's just a transit there. On the 21st, 22nd, there's a tendency for blinkered thinking, so just keep an open mind. On the 22nd, don't expect too much of yourself or others on the heart level. Good for business though. And on the 28th, 30th to the 1st of May, a bit more pressure, a bit more of a challenge there to push against, but just stay positive. Nothing dramatic is going to happen. Just stay positive and keep on plugging away there. Now, Saturn has moved out of its very hard angle to your sign and into Scorpio, so that's a relief. It's now in your 8th house. That means that there is this slow gear change happening within you, which kind of involves clearing the decks of things, and turning over a new leaf in a way, maybe around money, property, but it can also be centered around certain relationships, or bad habits indeed. So you'll become more aware over that time frame, there's 2 more years of this to go, who you can really trust and share with, and in the process you may have to let go of a previous understanding or standpoint or relationship or setup or expectation, and then that clears the way for you for the new green shoots so that you can get more fulfillment from life. It might be an old contract that you've got to tear up, or modifying a prior arrangement in favor of one which is more financially or emotionally comfortable for you. So this will all be gradual. Nothing happens quickly with Saturn, and this is over the next 2 years, but you will feel it when Saturn comes within range of an important point in your chart. And you Arians born from 27th to the 31st of March, or with about 6 degrees to sorry about that, 6 degrees to 11 degrees rising, 12 degrees rising. Going to feel that energy the most this month. Now, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, they don't move much month to month, so I'll just whip through these, and if you want to see which part of your sign they're affecting the most this month, have a look at my website. But Aries, you have Uranus in your sign. I expect you've some of you have heard that, most of you have heard that, but this is mega cosmic makeover time for you. It's there until 2019. Pluto's at the top of your chart, also aiding and abetting the makeover, the cosmic makeover, but Uranus usually shakes things up on the outside more, and Pluto definitely shakes things up on the inside, and you become more sensitive with a Pluto transit. But definitely you're getting more opportunities to think on your feet, to have your wits about you as you carve out a new image for yourself, a new way of being, new habits, you know, maybe a new lifestyle, really, new way of eating, new relationship, new. It's all about new, fresh, you know. This is all the Uranian stuff. If ever there was a time for a major change in your life, and for you to do that thing that you always thought, you know, maybe I want to try out some of that strange, weird, you know, alternative stuff, then this would be the time for it. You'll make progress. You will definitely make progress. Neptune is working very subtly from a background incubation area of your chart. You're getting pulled more now into situations where nurture, healing, selflessness, support will be key features, but also coming towards you, yes, but also you giving towards others with no thought of personal gain. Good time to get into yoga, meditation, and other healing type practices. The life-changing force of Pluto is you know, there and at the top of your chart, and so you should listen to the most primitive part of your knowing. I'm not thinking, knowing, deep in the pit of your stomach, to know which is the best way to go and which is the best decision to take in the moment. And that's it for April. If you know your rising sign, then find the forecast for those, that and your moon sign as well, and I will see you the next time.